There's Star Wars news today.
Star Wars news. Star Wars news.
Yeah,
there go.
That's good. I'm joined by Adam Cleary today.
Yes, you are. Hello.
What's going on? Or maybe
what am I doing here?
You might be joined by me. I mean, you've got news pedigree now.
We're both joined together.
We're joined by the...
It's a wonderful joining.
Somewhere under the table there's a joining. I'll leave that up to your imaginations. Tumblr.com/
Yep. Let's not. Yep. They'll come up with a name. They always do.
RC droids have happened. You can have remote control droids by Sphere.
Finally.
Yeah. That's not the news.
That's not the news. That's the origin of the news.
Yes. So.
That's news episodes 1, 2, and 3. But we're here to talk about news episode 4.
Yes, the actual good news. So with this RC Star Wars droids thing that you can do, there's an app, so you can control it from your phone. Okay. So you can whip your phone out,
like that.
One of those. Press some buttons, and a little BB-8 or an R2-D2 or a BB-9E, the evil black-coloured or grey, dark grey maybe.
Feels problematic.
Yeah.
It's an evil BB droid.
And there's an evil BB.
It differs from the good BB droid by having a flat top. Like, as we know in Star Wars, evil droids have flat tops.
Mostly.
Good droids have nice... soft edges,
sleek,
curves.
smooth.
You can't cut yourself.
No.
On the corner of a good droid.
God, is that why they have flat tops?
That's it.
The evil ones.
Maybe that's actually good planning because people are going to they're more likely to want the toy or the figure of the good droid, aren't they?
Right.
And if that's got all nice soft round edges, you can't hurt yourself. And if that's the big seller, less cases of accidents mean less possible lawsuits.
That's great.
God, they're just such complete levels of planning go into these things.
Unbelievable. But all that aside, this app,
forget about that.
This app for controlling your sharp-edged droid also happened to just feature a bit of information on the supremacy.
Bum bum. News.
It's a mega-class Star Destroyer, and it's rate big, Adam
How
Cleary.
big is it, Peter Austin?
Really 60 kilometres wide big.
That's ludicrously big.
That's insanely big.
I've done some maths.
You've done some maths.
That Star Destroyer is the distance from Newcastle to Darlington, which will mean nothing to 90% of the people watching, but also London to Reading.
To Reading?
London is huge.
It is.
London is massive.
It's a big old place.
And the distance from London Euston is outside of London to Reading, which is like near London. That's a huge chunk of this country.
I mean...
That would take you, Peter Austin.
Yeah.
Let me just further batter you with the facts of news. That would take you an hour to drive from London Euston Station to Reading. It's about 60 kilometres.
So if you had a car inside the Supremacy...
If there's no traffic inside of the Supremacy, it would take you an hour to get end to end.
Right.
If you were on foot, 12 hours.
My God.
If you wanted to use the British rail network to get from one end of the Star Destroyer to the other...
If you wanted to pay over
on the day,
right.
You rocked up to the station window at one end of the Star Destroyer.
Or peak time?
Peak times.
Peak time.
You would be looking at 25 English pounds.
Wow.
Just to get from one end. Imagine if your quarters were at one end.
Oh my God.
And your station was at the other.
You had to work on... I live in the East Wing, literally the East Wing.
£125 a week. I'm sure the Star Destroyer would do a pass for the week, making it cheaper.
There must be some kind of monorail inside.
You would think so. They'd have to do something.
How do they build something like this? How do they land it? Do they land it anywhere, or does it just stay in space forever?
It would have to stay in space forever, because if you land, there is no complete barren area, I would say, on Earth at 60 kilometres across.
No,
someone's going to tell me there is. I've been to the Grand Canyon, and that didn't feel like the distance from Newcastle to Darlington across.
Right.
It probably is.
I would assume that the Sahara Desert probably is that big, or Antarctica.
But why would you land it there? There's nothing there.
There's nowhere convenient that's also got that much...
Yes.
By definition, if it's got that much space...
There's no space-side services in which you could comfortably park that for refreshments. No. Ridiculous. Ostentatious.
But hopefully
impractical.
Hopefully some services on the inside of the ship for your...
when you're going one end to the other.
Yeah.
There'd have to be. There has to be a little chef in the middle of the Star Destroyer.
Oh, yeah. A nice, tasty little chef.
I don't see them anymore.
No, you don't, actually. They're on the Supremacy.
That's why you don't see them.
That's where they've got.
They're all on the
They're in space. It's not just a huge, basically, look how big my dick is, first order shit.
It's a power play, that is.
Well, it is, isn't it? But it also is apparently holds Snoke's throne room. I was going to say it is Snoke's throne room.
It's got a level of practicality to it.
A big old throne room if it was the entire ship.
Is that why he's so big?
Oh my God, on the hologram.
Or is that why the ship's so big?
To fit him in.
Yeah, because isn't everyone speculating that it's actually just a...
Yeah, well, because initially everyone, I think at the very beginning, some people were saying, was that even a hologram? Is he actually just a giant ghost that can disappear?
Well,
then they said, no, it's just a normal-sized man who scales himself up. But
all I know, Peter,
is
that if I was a giant man, as giant as Snoke, I would probably have to build myself a spaceship that was 60 kilometers wide.
Yeah, of course.
For scale, how does that compare to like the Emperor's? The Emperor's big ship.
I'm not sure about the Emperor's. I know that the Devastator, which was Darth Vader's one,
the one from the opening crawl.
Yeah, which is famous for just being
massive,
unbelievably big. It just keeps coming and coming and coming and coming and coming, and that is 1.6 kilometers long.
That's 40 times ish bigger.
Yeah, so you could get 40 of Vader's Devastator into the single mega class Star Destroyer.
I can already read the comments telling us how bad that maths is, but we just did it on the spot without any planning.
Yeah,
so,
there's a lot of numbers to deal with here, and we're having a hard time.
It must be about 40.
Yeah, it's about 40.
1.6 divided. How do you work that out some way, don't you?
It's 140 plus 0.6 of a 40, which is about 20, which is about 60.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It must be about 40.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, sweet.
Doubting us.
Well done. So, I don't know what the hell is supposed to be going on here, because how is it that they're funding these things?
There's only one, isn't there?
Well, yeah.
They've obviously made that and gone, never again.
No.
All the engineers are at the shipyard laughing about it.
Oh my God.
It's flying around in it.
How big would the shipyard
actually
be?
Flying around in it. The shipyard would have to be at least 60 kilometres across.
It would.
60.1 kilometres you would... I don't know how shipyards work, but you would imagine it would have to be at least 60.1 kilometres across, and was only good for building this.
So less of a shipyard, more of just several cities.
Yeah, it was a daft
full
project.
Of workers.
A daft project which is now redundant because they only built one because it was stupid.
Yeah.
So they've hired loads of people for that. Then sacked them all off.
They had to build a shipyard that big to build a ship this big.
Yeah,
and then this is the only one.
Sacked it, one-time use. So now everybody who worked on that is either unemployed or works on the little chef in the middle of the Star Destroyer.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of space. There could be several.
To be fair,
chefs.
the infrastructure required just to keep that running.
Would it be called a big chef? Because
a mega chef.
A mega chef.
The mega chef. Yeah. The one-time only mega chef.
The supreme mega chef. Well, so
extra large milkshakes available.
Oh my God, imagine.
I want a milkshake.
God. So that's the news so far. Is that Snoke has an even bigger dick than we thought.
Is a bigger dick.
Yeah.
I would watch that actually. A really gritty, rural mining thing.
Like a Billy Elliot.
Set in like the towns that have been devastated because the Empire built this huge shipyard, then closed it down straight away.
Just pulled all the resources.
We can't forgive the Empire. They closed the pits.
Yeah, like a kind of a Thatcher thing.
Yeah.
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 Right.
Yeah.
Well,
this went weird.
Let us know in the comments below what you think of the supremacy and whether you think Thatcher was right or wrong. That'll be fun, won't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, this is not how you deal with a hangover, Peter.
No, I mean I'm all right now. I wasn't feeling too good this morning.
You didn't look too hot.
We recorded this entire video, and then afterwards I realised I'd forgotten to focus the camera, probably because I'm hungover.
Yes.
This
one was better.
Now.
This one was better.
It was.
You want to hope it is, because you'll never see the other one.
Never, ever again. So that was the news.
That was the news.
What does Ben say? We know it.
Here.
Yeah.
I'm Ben Potter.
And now you are Supreme Leader Woke. Thanks for that. He laughed the first time I said it as well.
The thing is, that was a genuine laugh because I forgot you were going to do that.
Great.